So, I'm gonna be following MakaPrime once again. I don't know if I can call it following or stalking, because I've been checking all of his matches on Blizzcon. And, well, I'm not even a Terran player. I always play Zerg since BroodWar, but I do know and respect MakaPrime. I think he's a very good Terran player, so it is worth it to check his matches. Especially because, from what I see from the shoutcasting, he got a bit ignored and there's not that many matches shoutcasted for him. So I'm just picking those and try to show you guys some matches that you still haven't watched. On this situation, he's facing here on the Delta Quadrant, he's the Red Terran, and he's facing another player that I would like to present you all. I already made a short presentation of him in the past. I uploaded a couple of matches that he played against Softball from Clan Rush like 3 weeks, a month ago. But I'm just gonna add a couple of mentions, so for the new people that don't know who Sen is, you guys can have an idea of who we're talking about here. Sen is a player from Taiwan, a very exquisite player. He was probably the most successful player playing BroodWar, non-Korean, I mean, obviously, and he was well recognized by the community back then. And, well, old BroodWar veterans know who Sen is. He had a lot of wins, very successful player, like I said, and he always stood with Zerg on the bad times and good times, so I have to respect Sen. And I always like to see him playing, because Sen has a very creative style of playing Zerg, and we might be showing us a couple of surprises on this match. At least I'm hoping so, because I'm not sure if you guys watched the matches against the Maga that MakaPrime did. I uploaded that series like, what, 2-3 days ago. If you didn't, go check it, because MakaPrime played there against the Maga. He played here on Delta Quadrant. And, well, it was a very, very intense match. So let's see how Sen reacts, and maybe you guys can compare the Sen playstyle against the Demaga playstyle. For now, MakaPrime going for the early pressure once again. Bunker right on the side of the fast hatchery from Sen. And now Sen will have to pull some drones out of the line to not allow Maka to finish off this bunker, or this might spell trouble for Sen. I'm not sure if there's already some Marines coming out. It doesn't seem like it. He only has a Marine holding here. But if he sends some Marines and is able to finish this bunker, this is going to be troublesome. The SCV actually is not even able to touch the bunker, so the bunker won't be finished, at least not for now. And there's already 4 drones poking at it. There it is, cancelled bunker. MakaPrime pulling back, making a second bunker further away from the hatchery, while there's Marines incoming trying to get into the bunker, but the SCV just got killed, and now the Marine won't have any bunker to enter and to establish a forward position to poke at this early hatchery, at this fast expansion from Sen. 2 Marines advancing, focusing fire on this Overlord, and if they kill this Overlord, I think that Sen is gonna be supply locked. This is not gonna be good. There it is, 33/20. He needs to get some more Overlords out, so nice move there by Maka. He's gonna be holding the progress from Sen for a little while, and meanwhile, here comes the Zerglings after those Marines. Look at the Marines just saying, run bro, run to the base, and look at them. Oh, is there gonna be able to be saved? There it is, inside the base, supply depot going up, and nice wall. Save those Marines from getting completely chewed by these Zerglings here. But now Sen has the advantage at the moment, because he is containing Maka on his advance. He was able to hold off against that early pressure with the bunker rush, and now seems like that Maka went for the factory. He already has the barracks, factory, and the second barracks going down. Still no starport in sight. But like I was saying, Sen now is containing Maka's advance by leaving his Zerglings on his ramp. He's gonna be spotted the instant, the second that Maka comes down that ramp to advance. He's gonna be obviously spotted by Sen, so Sen just trying to control the movements of MakaPrime for a bit. Meanwhile, his Natural Expo is already running, getting some drones to establish his economy, and getting a static defense there, a spine crawler. Queen's already working, getting the spawn larva running, and the income, as you can see, Sen is pulling a bit ahead. He has more workers, not that many, but 27 against 23. And meanwhile on his main base there's not much going on, only the spawning pool, and he's still working out of a single gas. Looks like he's not very worried about gas for now and not planning going into any kind of gas heavy build. also spreading his units, trying to scout for information and making sure that he has detectors around this area. Basically, it's the places where Maka might consider to go to expand next. But seems like that Maka for now is doing a one base Terran, even getting a wall off here on this back of his base for some reason. Not sure if he's expecting any kind of Zerg drops there. I mean, it's something that you don't see that often. But yeah, it's basically 2 supply depots for now. Maybe he'll make a third one there just to make sure he's gonna wall off. Also, what else is getting here? There it is, the starport finally down. So he went from racks into factory, into 2 racks for starport, and he's assembling a small group of units here with a Banshee getting produced. Now this Banshee is going to fly and try to harass, and I'm not sure if he's going for the cloaking field, but doesn't seem like it. At least for now, the Banshee doesn't have it. Approaching the Natural Expo. Those queens spotted it. Yeah, they did. The queen spotted it. That Banshee ain't going to start poking at it. Oh, and the third queen coming from the main base, and they're gonna kill this Banshee. Nice defense there by Sen, very well done. Evo chamber going down. What else is going on here on the main base? Let me look. He's transitioning into the lair, so he's gonna go for the second layer of tech and getting the Roach Warren down. Now with the gas pumping fast, he's gonna need gas for the second tier of units. And he has plenty of queens to defend the place for now. Unit count, let's compare it. For now, what I can see, yeah, Maka is going for straight marine, backed up by some mech, by some siege tanks. He has 18 marines and 2 siege tanks with a Medivac. And now seems like yeah, he's loading the tanks on the Medivac. Oh, and I think he's going to prepare himself for some kind of drop. Maybe try to abuse one of the ledges. Let's see where this Medivac is going to head to. But as you guys saw, it's just straight marines with siege tanks. And ooh, it's going to be this ledge. Yeah, there it is. Placing the siege tanks here. Do they have siege tech? No, not yet. So when they get the siege tank, they probably will be in range to shoot and poke at the units here. Also, whoa, there it is, the movement from MakaPrime, advancing with his marines and a single siege tank, advancing into the Natural Expo from Sen. Nice round, a lot of Zerglings coming from the left and flanking all of those units. That tank, look at how fast that siege tank went down facing against the Zerglings. And Sen just chewing through those marines. Not much of the force that the initial force that MakaPrime had is left. Just a couple of marines there in the Medivac, and these 2 siege tanks still not doing anything. Sen just holding back, standing his ground. He's probably gonna hold and hope for a MakaPrime to try to advance again. Here comes siege tank finally placed and starting to blast into the spore crawler. What I was mentioning is that you don't see that many spore crawlers anymore. MakaPrime fiddling with his Medivac, just going up and down this ledge, abusing the high ground and low ground movement with a beautiful micro, and seems like that at the same time there's a push going on the main base of Sen. Whoa, big advance into his main base, a lot of Zerglings entering. The place was undefended, straight into the mineral line, and MakaPrime just had to pull all of his SCVs out of the line to try to defend, but a second wave of Zerglings advancing, putting a lot of pressure, and Maka isn't mining anything at all. Oh, 0 income, while as you guys can see on Sen production tab, he's getting ready to get more roaches in, but ooh, a lot of pressure being applied on the mineral line. Finally, the SCVs were able to finish off this group, and meanwhile, there's also the offense going on here from Maka. He never let go of this place. The hatchery is still up, and there's a lot of roaches advancing into MakaPrime's base, it seems. So Maka advancing with his roaches, a lot of roaches incoming into the base. This time the wall is up, and he's focusing fire on those marines now behind the supply depot, because with the increased range you can just poke at the marines behind the supply depot, which is great for the Zerg player. And now a lot of roaches entering the main base. There's a Banshee there trying to fend off the assault and poke at those roaches, but it takes so long. And here comes Zerglings helping out, destroying what's left of MakaPrime's base. And this one base Terran didn't work for MakaPrime. Sen just made a beautiful counter with roaches and Zerglings invading the main base from Maka, and Maka had to GG out of this match. Brilliant pressure by Maka, but even more brilliant counter by Sen. Impressive Zerg playing here. And well, basically first game was taken by Sen, so Sen is leading 1-0. Let's see what come out on the rest of the series. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you all later. Have fun.